Dossier is a brand that makes their version of more popular designer and niche fragrances, but at a much cheaper price tag. And here's a fragrance called Woody Hyacinth. This is their version of Chanel Chance Eau de Parfum. Definitely one of the best sellers from the Chanel brand. I'm going to be smelling it today. I'm going to be letting you know what I think and how close I think it comes to the original. I'm excited to share my thoughts with you, so make sure to stay tuned. Now, before I begin today's episode on Woody Hyacinth by Dossier, and I let you know how close I think this comes to Chanel Chance Eau de Parfum, if I think it's a carbon copy clone, what ingredients really pop up off my skin, the performance, the longevity, all that good stuff. I do want to start things off by mentioning that if you're a fan of fragrance-related content, please do consider supporting the channel by subscribing to it. Make sure to hit that bell icon so you can be notified every time I upload videos to this channel. And of course, give this video a thumbs up if you take something of value from today's episode. Now, to start things off, I want to mention that whenever you purchase a fragrance from Dossier, they will actually send you a little sample. It's a small decant with a few milliliters of juice in it. You can wear this completely, and if by the time you're finished wearing this, you're not satisfied with the fragrance, its performance, or the smell, you can return it, get a full refund, no questions asked. And I really enjoy that about the company. And of course, each fragrance comes with one of these little cards inside the box, and conveniently, it has all of the notes listed on here. So the concentration for this fragrance is 18%, which is on the stronger side of things. Top notes, you have hyacinth, lemon, and pineapple. So there's a bit of a fruity juiciness about it. Jasmine, pink pepper, and patchouli are in the heart. And in the base, you have vanilla, vetiver, and orris. So it seems like it could be sweet, fruity, floral, exotic in a sense. A lot of people have gotten their nose on this fragrance. I personally love it. My wife has smelled this one too. She actually prefers Chance Eau Tendre. That is probably her favorite from the Chance line. In any case, I'm going to be giving you my thoughts on the smell throughout the course of this video. Let's start things off with the presentation. So in terms of the floral ingredients that you're going to get from this, you have the jasmine, you have the hyacinth, you have the iris, and then you also have a little bit of pink pepper, which actually gives off a rosy smell. And it does establish that effect in this fragrance, but the hyacinth is really at the top, and it's the fragrance that really gives the strongest impression, especially upon initial application. And of course, it made its way into the name of the clone. And so this is going to be a hyacinth dominated fragrance, but you also have this juicy tartness in the opening, which, to be honest, I can attribute only to pineapple. Everything else in here doesn't have that same tart, juicy quality about it. Although you have vanilla in the note breakdown, and that can have a propensity of being sweet, it's really the pineapple that dominates this fragrance alongside the hyacinth. So it opens up really fresh, it makes its presence known, and then it also gives off this undercurrent of flowers that combine jasmine with iris and some of these other ingredients that are kind of secondary to the hyacinth. Now, all of the floral ingredients in this fragrance are on the clean side of things. Jasmine, especially because of the compound indole, can be a little musky and animalic at times. You don't get that from this fragrance at all. Definitely lends the aura a very clean vibe, and I personally enjoy the accessibility that this fragrance has. It's not on the darker side of things, and to be honest, Chanel hasn't really put out any dark fragrances unless we're talking about Sycamore or something like that. But on the signature line, if you will, all of their fragrances are pretty accessible, pretty safe, easy to wear, great for the office. And the one thing that I've always loved about Chanel Chance is that it's kind of youthful, innocent, flirtatious, a little bit on the playful side of things as well, and really addictive. And it's one of those smells that as a guy, I smell it and I'm like enamored by it, right? I love the smell of Chanel Chance. There are some other Chanel fragrances that do lean a little bit on the darker side of things, and there are some that are very bright, very citrusy, very airy, if you will. This fragrance, however, it makes its presence known, but it also possesses some light ingredients. Not even the vetiver in the base is overly dark in this fragrance. It's just very light, joyful, flirtatious, playful, but kind of sexy at the same time. And so I think they did a really, really great job with this one. Now, in terms of recreating it, yeah, it reminds me of Chanel Chance. So they did a really good job in terms of coming close to the original. Now, we know in the case of many brands, both designer and niche, there is the use of captive molecules, which means that certain ingredients are licensed for use only by that brand. And so that company won't really give away those ingredients to other brands, even when they're looking to replicate the scent. Usually it's not done 100%, but it'll be done 95%, 97%. In order to give you the exact number, you would have to do a thorough lab analysis by using very sophisticated and expensive equipment, which I do not own. And so I'm kind of fully relying on my nose to be the sole judge and catalyst of what I'm detecting here. And what I can say is that this is good. This smells like Chanel Chance, and it's a strong fragrance. And I admire that fruity pineapple thing that's happening in the opening with that exotic and quirky quality of the Hyacinth just coming together very nicely to create this versatile, compliment-worthy, youthful, feminine fragrance. I'm a fan. Let's go ahead and finish things off with my overall assessment. So first up, in terms of the uniqueness and the overall smell, well, this is a clone, so we're not talking unique here, but in terms of the overall smell, this is a recreation of a fragrance that's actually very easy to wear, very easy to pull off, and so there's not going to be a fear there. You're going to be able to wear this one quite comfortably. In terms of the longevity, you can expect about 7 to 8 hours on your skin. It projects really well for the first 45 minutes, starts to sit closer to the skin at that 5-hour mark where it radiates within an elbow's length. Versatility is great. If you're wearing it indoors, you can wear it all year long. I think this is great for the spring and summer, and so basically now is the best time to wear it. And I think that this one does lean traditionally feminine, but I can see anybody enjoying this one. I mean, fragrances are all subjective, and I don't think there's any gender in fragrances. So wear what you want, wear what makes you happy. These are just recommendations at the end of the day. Trust your own nose, right? And I can see this one being casual just because of how fun, lighthearted it is. But I can see somebody wearing this one formally as well and also getting noticed, unless you want to go for something like a Black Opium by Yves Saint Laurent, right? That'll get the job done very well in a formal scenario, in my opinion. In terms of the presentation, I think the presentation is quite simple with the cardboard box here, but I think it also helps to keep the cost low. My final verdict on this fragrance is I think it's very close to Chanel's Chance. I think it's about 94-95% of the way there. I think the overall smell is very pleasant, very versatile. I like that quirky introduction of the Hyacinth and the pineapple, but I also like the clean aspects of the jasmine, the pink pepper, and some of the other ingredients in here that are sort of contributing to that clean and serene vibe. Well done. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you took something of value from this review. If you did, please do consider supporting the channel by subscribing to it. Please, please, please. It would mean a lot to me. Hit the bell icon so you can be notified whenever I do upload future videos to this channel. And of course, give this video a thumbs up. It would really mean a lot to me. Thanks for watching. Love you guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.